Our next mission is to seize the Ruse Viceroy office in Ipseria. The anti-Valkyria squad will provide a distraction, drawing the enemy forces away from Jutland's main army. Should the enemy barricade themselves, we'll join the main army, surround the city, and overwhelm the Viceroy's office. Either we annihilate their troops or force them to retreat. Regardless, the Ruse threat leaves Ipseria.
So we drive the Empire from their domain, placing the country back in the hands of its citizens. And then?
I don't care what comes after.
Perhaps you should. I worry for the Ipserian people, and the long-term consequences of our victory.
We haven't won yet. You know that, right?
Of course. Though I must ask you, as a squad mate and friend, have you considered what we leave in the battle's wake?
Here we go again.
I beg your pardon?
You always get ahead of yourself.
Must you even take issue with my forethought?
In war, the only thing that matters is the enemy in front of you. Distractions lead to death. Get that through your head.
Oh, well, I never. I should say the distracted one.
Please, Princess, calm down.
Godot! My apologies. 'Twould seem I'm behaving improperly again.
Is this going to happen every time they're in the same room?
Pish-posh! Enough of this plebeian poppycock. I shan't name any names, but the fish rots from the head. Perhaps we need a new captain, a true leader, like myself.
I thought I'd never get used to seeing a lover's spat, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad. I guess it's a bit like our unit's tradition.
I can see it. That's a fitting description, First Sergeant.
I swear, you two are never serious. Ew, no girl's gonna go for some mean old man. Get a clue, you two.
I rescind my previous statement. Let's be more serious then. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Bridget?
I don't care either way. Just do what you want.
I don't know, you still look pretty pissed. You're scrunching your face so hard it's making new forehead wrinkles. Don't come crying to me again if you can't get rid of them this time.
Wait, crying again? As in, you've watched Miss Bridget weep? Frailty, thy name is woman.
Maybe you should just drop it, Isaac.
Methinks the ladies doth protest too much.
That is all. They haven't decided when the op will commence, but count on it starting sooner than later. Prep accordingly. Dismissed.
What's the matter? Seems that way. We've got a new assignment.
Op details are as follows. That's all. Vannergan, move out!
October 1853. The Jutland army departed to attack the Ruzi Empire, who was controlling Ipsaria.
Ipsaria was a point of strategic importance to both sides. More than half the land is covered with mountains rich with ragnite veins, giving a great many people work in the mines.
Your Highness?
I am all right, Godot.
All units, commence operation.
Commencing operation!
Enemy ahead.
The enemy!
In the name of Jutland! Terribly sorry. Be gone! Terribly sorry. Be gone! Terribly scary. Twas a worthy foe. Yep, let's go! The fruits of our labor, yes? Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace. Oh, water! Turn the tides!
Dipshits. That was no joke.
Oh, water! Turn the tides! Let's go! Watch out! It's hot! Was a worthy foe.
Next.
Oopsies!
I'm gonna
'Twas a worthy fight.
Surprise,
Now or
dipshits.
never. I shall keep this.
I found
There is no other way. In the name of Jutland!
You're mine.
Let's go! 'Twas a worthy foe. Onward to victory! Terribly sorry. Yep, let's go!
You've got back.
Turn the tides! What's the big idea? This'll be fun! Need more training. Yep, let's go! 'Twas a worthy foe. What's the big idea?
This will be great. Surprise, dipshits. Another win.
Rest in peace. Let's go. Didn't have what it takes. Terrible. No problem. In the name of Jutland! Point!
Not so
Rest
fast.
in peace. 'Twas a worthy foe. Here I come, returning. Point!
Try
Run
again.
away
now.
Got it, this'll be terribly sorry. Point! Here I go!
I'll rock this world.
Oh, water! Turn the tide! Here I go! 'Twas a worthy foe.
I'm going in.
Point! Oh, water! Turn the tide! Yes, let's go! Point! I shall keep this. I'll prove myself. Was a worthy foe. I shall keep this.
We keep going and neutralize the Viceroy office.
Who the hell is that?
An enemy. You can tell by his glare. There's no trace of intelligence. He has the eyes of a beast.
Come now, one pup does not a wolf pack make. Baring your fangs at an apex predator like me isn't bravery, it's buffoonery.
Isaac, you're an idiot. But you got a point. Something smells fishy here. Maybe it's a trap, like a decoy, or an ambush.
Who cares? Let's do this, Jordan!
Victory goes to those who were first to strike, First Sergeant. Hey, that's Ragnite Glow.
He has a mana-powered prosthesis.
The rest of you, keep going. Finish the mission. That arm. Who the hell are you?
I have no obligation to answer you. This will not go as you planned. An enemy in range.
Got a bad feeling.
I'm with you.
Got a bad feeling.
Let's end this! Keep an eye on them.
Think such
Look what I
Unsearch.
Providing defense.
Leave it to me. Unsearch.
To arms. Are you ready?
Go.
I offer this prince.
Leave it to
Power
me.
advantage.
It's over.
Yeah.
I'll give it my all.
In your ears.
Right through you. See how you handle this. It's over. Take the offensive. Keep an eye on them. How about this? Keep an eye on the business.
I offer this prince.
I am sworn to the ground. Keep an eye on them.
Oh, water! Turn the tide! Had a bad feeling! Oh, water! Turn the tide!
This pay is ours. Leave it to me. Incoming.
I offer this prayer.
Out of my way. Leave
Power
it to me.
comes from within.
I am sworn to the crowd. I'm with you.
Get pumped! Ready or not, here I come! Constant vigilance.
How shameful. Incoming! Right beside you!
Taste my blade!
How shameful.
Can't
back down!
Look what I can do!
Keep an eye on them. You ready?
Taste my blade!
I'll give it my all. Keep an eye on them.
That should do some damage.
Your Highness!
What the?
Are you not Prince Laertes? Heir to the throne of Ipsaria?
Huh?
Wow. Awesome.
He was tougher than the tank.
The prince?
Yes. At first I feared my memory failed me, but there is no doubt left in my mind. The eyes are a window to the soul, and a gaze that fierce could only have belonged to Prince Laertes.
A member of the Crimeus royal family survived. But why would he attack us? And that prosthesis? Something's not right.
I've read about a procedure in which a body's capabilities are alchemically augmented and even surpassed by Ragnite.
A mana-enhanced human.
Ew. And here I thought he was kinda cute.
We can validate the facts later. We need to prioritize the operation first.
What a stubborn group! Just give it up and be obliterated already!
Looks like a last-ditch effort.
Amlet!
Captain?
Well, now's as good a time as any. All right, everyone keep up with the captain.
Good to see the captain's still alive and kicking the enemy's ass.
Looks clear. I think we're finished for now. Provided everything went according to plan, the main army should be winding down as well. Of course, there could be more troops on the outskirts. Should we try to draw them out?
No, we should stay right here. strategically speaking.
Regardless, the residents will come out when the battle concludes. It'll be fine if we're welcomed with open arms.
But it'll be a hassle if they put up a resistance.
If that happens, I will persuade them myself. Once we convey our intentions openly and earnestly, they shall understand. If we can do that, I believe they'll accept us. And Jutland.
Yup. I'm sure Fifi can do it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'll help too.
Why are you being so competitive? I don't see the point.
We could use all the Hans we can get.
Captain Gronkair! Runner Nielsen reporting. Our army engaged a large enemy unit on the outskirts of Ipsaria and has defeated them. The Ruzi forces broke formation and have begun retreating. Our troops are entering the city right now.
Inform the commanding officer that Vannergan's taken the Viceroy office and secured the area. They may encounter some residual enemy forces scattered across the city, but should rendezvous with us immediately. And be sure to show the citizens some care. We're here to free them from the Empire's oppression, after all. We cannot tread on their honor and dignity as Ruse has. These orders come directly from Princess Ophelia herself.
Yes, sir. I'll definitely relay that. I swear on my life.
I trust you will. Hans, a moment.
Sir?
The main force. How many did we lose?
I don't know the details, but the commanding officer himself said the death toll is far below estimates. The commander is calling this operation a decisive victory. We've won, and with minimal casualties. Is something wrong, Captain?
No, nothing. Thank you, Hans.
Yes, sir. I'll be taking my leave now.
Is something the matter, Bridget?
No, nothing at all.
Oh, our job's finally done. I could use a drink. What do you say, Jordan?
Drinking until dawn doesn't count as a drink, First Sergeant.
I can see it now in my mind's eye. Me, surrounded by doting Ipsarian damsels, the epitome of prestige and popularity.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Hey, wait! The captain hasn't dismissed us yet.
Come on! Hurry up, Fifi!
You're quite studious. How splendid.
The response to your column's been amazing.
Well, you did a lot to promote it.
What do you say to working for us again? You're single-handedly boosting sales. I'm sure we could swing you more money if that's what you want.
Nah, the freelance life suits me.
Fair enough. If you ever change your mind, just let me know. Honestly, ever since you left, the whole paper's editorial tone has shifted slightly.
Oh yeah?
It's like no one's afraid to speak up anymore. I bet readers have noticed the change as well. Just walking down the street, I can tell things are different now. Ever since we took back Molda, the fog of Ruse's oppression has lifted.
Still, it would have been better to avoid war altogether. But since that ship's already sailed, I suppose the people who pushed for it must shoulder that responsibility.
You say that like you had a hand in it.
Of course not.
Just do what you do best. Right. We're all waiting to see what you come up with next.
The whole industry's starting to mobilize, boss.
Hell yeah!
The smart companies are getting busy. War's just an excuse.
That's good business, both for Jutland and the Ragnite biz.
Good to see you, sir.
Keep up the hard work, but try to clock out on time, yeah? Don't make your mama cry.
Yes, sir.
The war economy's coming. While everyone's rooting for us to win big, now's our chance to rake in the dough. Don't get cold feet accepting orders, got it? Competition's already heating up.
You got it, boss.
Is this really all right, Mr. President?
Don't worry so much. If we don't ride out this wave, we'll be left high and dry while our rivals are swimming in cash.
But the higher-ups in the Ragnite Manufacturing Union were opposed to the war, weren't they? They stressed that instead of agitating the Empire, we ought to focus on negotiating for fewer economic restrictions. So, won't this lead to a direct confrontation with the Union?
Even better. I can finally outplay those tight-assed coots. It'll be perfect. That said, they do got a good nose for money. Chances are, they'll support the military as soon as they smell profit. And that's when the real games begin.
I get it. Okay, Mr. President, you call the shots.
And that's that. But boss, what's our next step? Even if we take orders, we don't have enough Ragnite to fulfill them.
Leave that to our boys in battle. We keep winning, and we'll be up to our balls in blue rocks. Stick to your quotas, okay? On that note, we're gonna give the Valkyria squad our full support. After all, what better advertisement could there be than an elite force kicking roozy ass with our weapons?
The Wunderkind of Jutland's government has returned!
I'm terribly sorry for being late.
Worry not. We weren't surprised at all when the messenger informed us of the situation.
It sounds like you had quite the debate with that moderate Councilman Lindegard.
I don't think politics would make for an interesting topic at the dinner table.
Everyone wants to hear about it. We were just talking about the day you persuaded the king on the necessity of this war.
You exaggerate, sir.
No need to be humble. Many of those here once held office as well, and they'd never heard of something so counterintuitive. To think that war would be what shines a ray of hope on a closed-off country. And what happened? The gunfire at the Empire's towering base in Molda became the light that illuminated Jutland.
Lord Madkind, I understand your desire to praise your future son-in-law, but it's a letdown hearing you tell the tale. We haven't even had a toast to celebrate his return yet.
Oh, where are my manners? Please excuse me, Lord Ostrad.
Don't worry about it, Lord Madkind. In fact, I'm quite thankful for it. Solomon, would you do the honors?
Me, Father?
Don't keep everyone waiting.
Very well. At this time, I think there is only one suitable toast to give. To Jutland's victory.
That's right, to victory.
To victory!
Furthermore, I have an announcement to make.
What is it?
The hostilities have begun. With that in mind, I'd like to delay Sophia's and my wedding until after the war. Until the day Jutland seizes victory.
Solomon, what's gotten into you? Does Sophia know about this?
This is my decision, and it's the first time I've mentioned it. I'm sorry for not discussing this with you.
I had a feeling you would say that.
You talk as if this has nothing to do with you.
Father, Solomon is very hard both on himself and on others. He feels that it would not be right for only him to be happy during this time of war.
It's all right, Sophia. You don't have to go out of your way to defend me. Please excuse my selfishness. I simply wish to focus on changing this country.
Then allow me to continue.
It was a success. The Jutland army has gained control of Ipseria.
Well, just as planned.
It was faster than I thought it would be. I better finish up my article.
Next on the agenda, how the other world powers will react. I'm sure none of them predicted that Jutland would wrest control of Ipseria.
Like a jolt from the blue.
You mean Bolt.
It's Bolt?
Definitely Bolt. Yes, right now we feel jolted. I won't say who's to blame, though.
That was just a slip of the tongue. Go on, Sol.
Jutland has seized the Empire's largest supplier of Ragnite. Before the impact of this news dwindles, we need to do something regarding the world powers. Doing so will isolate Ruse from the others and weaken them. Swiftly, but surely.
Well, well, we got this grand scheme thing down pat.
Always the mastermind. We'll leave the thinking to you, as usual.
We have our work cut out for us. There's but one motto, everyone. Jutland has liberated Ipseria. It was a deliverance from the Empire's tyranny and exploitation.
Liberation.
That angle should make for a great article.
Yeah, Liberator's got a nice ring to it. Hell, I'm feeling pretty libertine myself. Come here, Vi.
Those phrases originated from the traitors? Wasn't the Liberation War coined by Donovan Lindegard?
The truth is stranger than fiction. The traitors chose words that would give meaning to the war and appeal to all people.
Records indicate that an envoy from the Jutland Parliament arrived only 3 hours after the end of the battle. Under the pretense of rebuilding the Viceroy office Ruse left behind, he came to oversee the interim government. After they were colonized by the Ruzi Empire, the Ipsarians couldn't participate in the administration of their lands.
The envoy from Jutland was Solomon the Traitor, who took action accordingly. He opened the Viceroy office to the public, gathered the citizens there, and spoke of Ipseria's future.
Ladies and gentlemen of Ipseria, I truly lament the hardship you have faced. You've been the target of many since the discovery of Ragnite in your lands. Even so, you did not break, and the country had flourished with the presence of your royal family. But the Ruzi Empire has extinguished your guiding light, and the royal family is no more. With their unending greed for territory and dominance, Ruse has exploited you through intimidation. Faced with such a heavy burden, anyone would become exhausted and not question the rule of the Empire. But even your right to question authority was taken from you. Jutland was the same. Our country had given in to the suffering caused by the embargo, even began to accept this unjust situation. However, our brave citizens rallied behind our king, who broke the alliance and succeeded with a counterattack. Now our country's morale runs high, and the Jutes are regaining our pride. In this age of turmoil and uncertainty, I am sure you wish that the royal family was still with us. From now on, you are the main players. Each of you must rally Ipseria in place of the royal family. Since your government has been in the hands of others for so long, I understand there may be some reservations. Therefore, Jutland will lend you its assistance. We started this war because we ardently hope to change Europa for the better. Both of us have felt the same pain caused by our common foe in the Ruzi Empire. As fellow men, we liberated you from their reign to return this country to the way it should be.
Hurrah for Ipseria! Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Ipseria!
Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Ipseria!
Hurrah for Ipseria!
Hurrah
for liberty!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, truly. To ensure that Ipseria is never again invaded by the Empire, Jutland hopes to stay in this country for a brief period and remain vigilant. As for the government, we will temporarily dispatch some people from Jutland to promptly get Ipseria running. We wish to work together with your representatives to establish your country. Please lend us your cooperation.
Solomon's passionate speech, paired with the distribution of the anonymous flyers, touched the hearts of the people. Within Jutland, Freet the Trader skillfully influenced public opinion. Crafting an easily understood composition, a tiny virtuous Jutland rebelling against an immense wicked Ruzi empire. He planted the idea that this war was the righteous thing to do in the people's consciousness. Meanwhile, ambassadors from each of the world powers gathered in the Ruzi Empire. There, they discussed the recent events with Emperor Claudius. Each country agreed that Jutland's invasion of Ipseria was a violation against the current world order. All the while, they blamed Ruse for bringing about the current situation. Emperor Claudius, however, was resolute and dismissed their protests, stating all was proceeding as Ruse had planned.
Have you forgotten? Death itself bows to our imperial whim.
After Jutland installed an interim government in Ipseria, they soon set about to establish Ragnite supply routes. Basil the Trader mobilized the leaders in the Ragnite industry.
A Ruzi counterattack is coming soon. I'd bet my balls on it. Jutland won't stand a chance against a full frontal assault. That's why we gotta bring out the big guns. Let's show them what this industry can really do, boys. Time to ramp up Ragnite production, invest in alchemy, and develop monotech to catch the Empire with its pants down.
I understand what you're trying to say. It's the way you're saying it I take offense to.
Don't sweat the small stuff, Pops. Let me stress how vital it is to keep our momentum going. Not even an embargo could come between you and your profits. Now I want you to use that fortitude to amp up the military. I want to see our boys in battle packing some serious heat.
New weaponry? But by losing Ipseria, Ruse took a heavy blow. They know how serious Jutland is. I don't think we should escalate the situation. Violence begets violence, you know.
You soft or something? Don't go limp on me now. We're up against a goddamn empire. We go at this half-assed, and we'll be the ones getting bent over and screwed.
Rise and be recognized.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty.
Tell us, what did you see at Ipseria?
I saw the Princess of Jutland.
What's that supposed to mean? Surely you didn't really spot Her Highness on the front lines, swinging a sword like...
That's exactly what I saw.
Oh my.
In addition, a powerful force defends her. They crushed our military's mono-weaponry with ease.
And? I heard you fought them.
Indeed. They had special weapons. One similar to the right arm that Your Majesty has bestowed to me. They were weapons that emitted a Ragnite glow.
Interesting.
New monotech, huh? Not bad. Even backed into a corner, the dogs of war still have a bit of bite to their bark.
You still harbor doubts, young Maxime.
What are you referring to, sire?
Do not take us for a blind man.
Yes, sire. To think he would see through me is a terrifying man indeed.
Questioning minds and hesitant spirits seek answers. No? Very well. We shall abide.
Answers?
Victor, Gilouche, Gustav. These men served us well before we took the throne, and have proven themselves stalwart comrades along our path of power. Together, these worthy peers comprise the Grand Generals, save for Balthus IV, who was slain by Jutish hands.
I am aware.
Maxime, we would have you fill his lordly shoes.
What? Do you mean to make Maxime a Grand General?
Correct. He is capable enough. What's more, we wish to judge with our own eyes the potential of alchemical augmentation.
This is absurd! Forgive me, sire. It is not my place to speak of such matters.
Suspect whether power corrupts. Question that money is evil. Doubt even if right makes might. But never lose faith in us. For we shall never forsake you. There is your answer. The secret to our success. In faith, there can be no hesitation.
What arrogance. What confidence. But they are befitting of His Imperial Majesty. I don't know what the future will bring, but I shall wield my strength for the sake of this man.
Grand General Maxime, from this day on, take heed of your distinguished station, and conduct yourself accordingly. Devote yourself henceforth to us alone.
As you command.
Ha ha! Wonderful! Welcome aboard, Grand General Maxime.